So the latest package from Rails of Sheffield arrived, and let's talk about shipping from the UK and tariffs and all that other good stuff, and open it up and see what's inside. So for a little while there, I was kind of hesitant to order anything from the UK that was made in China. We had this whole tariff thing going on back and forth, and at one point the supposed tariffs were 145%. Anyway, when the tariffs dropped down to 30%, I thought I would risk it, although I'd also heard that because de minimis was still in place for anything being shipped out of Europe, that would still apply, so there should be no tariff if it's under the de minimis amount, which is currently $800, so about £650, something like that. Anyway, so I risked it, and I ordered some stuff from Rails of Sheffield. It just arrived, and no duty, no tariffs, no nothing on it. So either I got lucky or that's the situation. And of course, after the news last night that a lot of these tariffs have been declared illegal, we'll have to see just what goes on with that one too. But anyway, I am probably going to order some more stuff from Rails in the next week or so, because there's some other things that I want. And even at a 30% tariff, would be a bit like paying the VAT, right? Which is what, 20%. So let's open this up and see what I got. Thinking you've seen the title of the video, so you know what's in this box. But let's do the famous unboxing piece and see what Rails did. The small box is one of the new Bachmann ton brake vans. Open that up. This is the main event, which, as you can see, are the Quad Art from Clark Railworks 72A and 72B. So a very quick look at the brake van there, and as you can see, this is 20-ton brake van, BR Grey Early. So while I have quite a few brake vans and a number in BR liveries, either bauxite or grey, a number of the ones I have no ducats on them, so they would have been relegated to short trains, branch line work, were not allowed on the main lines, and so I wanted to add a couple with ducats, and Bachmann recently released this, and Hornby releasing one too, so I'm going to order the Hornby one next time around. But I just thought we can take a quick look at this. It's nicely put together. Seems nicely decorated. I believe that there is there are some what am I going to say? There is some stuff inside the brake van. I will zoom in a second and see if we can actually take a look and see what's in there. But I just thought I'd show you this quickly before we head to the main event. So there definitely is some detail in there. I don't really know how much of it you can see on the camera there, but and I don't think that roof comes off easily. Let me check and see if that's so. Anyway, we will see this running later. So as I said, here we have the Clark Railworks, Ellis Clark Quad Art coaches, and I got 2 packs of these. Let's look at the numbers on them. So the Quad Arts, even though they're sets of 4 coaches, for the most part ran at least 8, sometimes 12. So Ellis Clark has created match sets. So I ordered a match set here, which is C2003A, set number 72A, and C2003B, which is set number 72B. And these are in BR Maroon because that's kind of my era, although I am seriously thinking, after what I've seen in some of the reviews, that I might order at least one set of the teak coaches when those are released. I mean, as the two sets are basically identical apart from running numbers, I will just open one box up and take a look at them. The other set will be identical, as I say, apart from running numbers. And then we'll run both sets on the layout behind a suitable engine, locomotive. Really nice book here with a lot of information. Well, quite a thick book, and I know that these pictures are here are the reproductions of the ones that are actually in the coaches themselves. So some instructions, and I know that there's the roofs are easily removable. We'll take a look at that and how they all lock together. So, moment of truth. Let's open the box up, and there we see the set of 4 articulated coaches. Obviously was primarily done for 2 reasons. One was for weight, because by removing some of the bogies, the weight was got down, and was also done for length, because the platforms could take more coaches and more people. These coaches were very, very tight. They were designed for commuters for the most part, and so yes, people's knees were touching in them. So, but anyway, I'm going to take them out and then we'll take a closer look. 3 bags of things here. Some of these are to change them to EMs as opposed to 00 scale. There's also the wand here for turning on and off the lights, and the boards to go in the coaches too, which are separately illuminated from what I've seen so far. So I took them out of the box in the same order that they were in the box in, because I believe this is the order they go together in. So, and this one obviously has the brake end on it, and we have some first class coaches down here and here, so there's some in the middle there. Let me take them out of the bags and we can take another look. So here we have the 4 coaches, and those 3 at the back all have the middle bogies on them. So just sort of take a quick look at them. Now I am going to take the roof off one of these and have a look on the inside. It's supposedly very easy to take the roofs off, so we will see if that's true. So let me get on and do that, and you can see inside, and then we'll put them together. So according to the instructions, you just basically put a fingernail under the end of here, and they're supposed to snap right off. Well, there it comes, I think. Hang on, let me get my thumbnail under there. There we go. Well, that's great. So it's very easy to be able to fit passengers in here, and hopefully you can see there. Let me, yeah, I got light on there. You can see the interior. You can see the interior of the guards van there, and there we have the seating and the luggage racks. And if we tip it up a little bit, I'm going to zoom in a bit. You should be able to see those paintings right there. So really, really very nice. And of course that on the top there we have the lighting with the stay alives, which apparently keep the lights on for about 45 seconds from what I've heard. So yep, very pleased with these. They're everything I expected. Amount of detail on them is wonderful. I think Ellis Clark have just done an amazing job with these. So let's put a couple together, and you should see how they go together. So just by pressing down, the roofs snap back in, and you'll see here that there's a, let me get this over a little. See, there's a pin there, and the pin goes into a hole right there, and there's a sort of spring-loaded mechanism between them, and that way they're now connected. Do the same thing again here. spring-loaded mechanism to go around those tighter curves. And then the last piece will go on the end there. I don't have enough room on my bench to be able to do that. So we'll put these together. I need to understand how best to tie the two sets together. You know what, I think I can put that one on there. Yeah, I can put it on there. We need to be able to tie the two sets together, and I believe there is a close coupling that I can put on the end that will do that. But we'll get these up on the layout in a few minutes, and I'll find a suitable locomotive to pull them, and we'll run them. From this angle there you can see them all coupled. So looking at the mechanism to couple the two sets together, there are two things I have to do. One is to take out the existing buffers and put in some smaller buffers that come in the accessory pack. And then there are two different mechanisms here for connecting. We can either use the NEM connecting bar, or we can use this connecting bar that goes over the hooks. I think I'm going to use the NEM one for the moment. We'll see if that works. So I'm going to take the couplers, take out these. Don't seem to want to come out. Let me try to do this off camera, and then I'm going to take out that coupling in the end there. Let me see. So this buffer replacement is a fiddly job. I ended up using a pair of tweezers that will hold it in place, so I can, probably can't see what I'm doing here. Basically, this little piece has to go into here. The bigger ones already came out, and then these little buffers go in, and get that to there. Push it in place. And then we'll take these. There we go. Put those in place. So I'll continue with this, and hopefully you can see what I was doing there. These buffers do not want to stay in. I think I'm going to have to put a dab of glue on them or something. Definitely an issue here. So a quick little tip here. I can't tell you how many times I open a tube of super glue, and when I go back to it, it's unusable and I end up throwing it out. Or if I get the bigger pots of super glue, the lid sticks, I can't get them open, or it goes bad too. So I started using these little tiny tubes. Get them at Walgreens in the US, and they're, as you see, they're tiniest little tube, but usually good for one session of stuff I want to do for gluing. It was kind of a pain, but I got them done. A little dab of glue on them. Hopefully that'll keep them in place. And I don't know, somehow this one broke coming out. I don't know if you can see that, so I'm going to see if I can glue that one back together too, so I have it for future. And of course, getting them out is probably going to be a problem now because I glued them in. Anyway, so one of the first things I wanted to show was the lighting here. I turned the light down a little. For some reason, they're not all lit up, and I'm not quite sure why that is. There we go. Also interesting to notice that on the first class compartments there, the lighting is slightly different. You see it's more yellow on the other ones, and on those it's more white. So I take it that that's by design. And you'll also see, if we go sort of up to the front there, that the destination board is lit up. I didn't put a destination in there yet. They're They're in the box. And interestingly, supposedly, the destination turns on and off differently from the rest of the lighting in the coaches. And that's the using, and so we just, let's go a little wider here, so we can use the magnet to turn the lights on and off. For some reason, this one is not lighting up. I'm not quite sure what the problem is here. Whether it's a pickup problem or what. I'll have to have a look at it, see if I can find out what's going on here. And it's not a magnet problem. Magnet. At least I don't think it's a magnet problem. I'll have to look into that one. Okay, so I got the lights working in that last coach. I think it was just a bit of a loose wire somewhere. That's the one that I had the roof off, I think, and maybe I just knocked something when I did that. But having just sort of checked it all out and put it back on, it seems to be working, so that's great. As always, thank you for watching. I hope you liked my little look here at the quad arts. I'm really pleased with them. Definitely a great addition to my rolling stock here. And if you liked the video, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe with the button to the top right. And you'll find another video to the top left.